Nevada on an archery hunt. Me and Levi put in as a group together. Levi had an accident and bruised some ribs, so he couldn't make it with us. So we've never been here. It's all new country. We just looked at some maps, got some info. We landed on a spot. We kind of just put all our eggs in that basket. That's kind of where we figured we were going to go, and that's how we're going to make things work. Is we approached about 12 miles out, the road was closed. I guess the rainstorms a few weeks ago put like 6 or 7 mudslides across the road, so it's closed down for a few weeks. So we hit the maps again. We ended up at this place. So I think it's going to be about 3.5 miles in is where we're going to start, and then we can go as far as we want from there.
Looks pretty good to me. Hey Lee, you want to give us an update on how the day went, what we're doing?
Yeah, so we got back in here. It turned out being a little further than we thought. It's about 4 miles. And goats did good. It actually went pretty smooth back in here. We didn't see any people on our way in here either, so that's a plus. Seen quite a few deer tracks. We haven't seen any deer, but a lot of tracks on the trails. We got a nice little lake behind us, so we got plenty of water. We got our camp set up. I don't know, we're just glassing this big, huge basin. And up here in this one on the left, a few minutes ago, a mountain goat walked out in there, so we got some footage of the mountain goat. I had bedded down on a rock up here, so we kind of just been watching it, looking for more.
Hey Lee, give us a rundown of the morning. What's going on?
So we got up, actually we're still in camp. Last night, actually it was about a half hour before we got up, we could hear 2 deer right down here. I think they were coming into water, and they smelled us. You could hear them snorting. They bounced twice, and then you could just hear them walk off. I'm pretty sure it's the same 2 deer we turned up this morning, way up here. We got video of them and stuff, but the one's the same buck from last night, and then he's with another little buck. The little buck went all the way up. The other one, he's about 3/4 of the mountain. So he bedded. He's not in a good spot. Well, not in the best spot. If the draw's deeper than it looks, or as deep as it looks, I think I can sneak up the draw, work my way over the ridge, and maybe get a shot. So, I mean, he's not a monster. He's mature. We're guessing that 150, 155 range. He's the same buck from last night.
Well, Lee just left. Put a stalk on that buck. Figure it's gonna take about an hour and a half for him to get from here up and around, depending on what way the deer goes. He's a nice mature buck, not a monster, but in this whole basin we've been able to turn up just 2 bucks, so it's definitely worth the stalk. Well, that buck blew out of here. Well, he didn't really blow out of here, but they went up and over the top. I think what happened was the wind shifted on Lee and they got a whiff of him. I saw him sniffing a little, but they were never really scared. They kind of fed and just worked their way out. So I don't think they knew it was a human or what was happening. They just sensed something that they didn't like. But it's good that they're not excited, because that means their prey is going to chill on the other side. Tonight, maybe me and Lee will take our packs and hike over to the next basin, see what we can find. Well, Lee, other than being hotter than hell, what's the update?
We got up early, glassed. We didn't see anything in the basin we're in now. We saw those 2 bucks that way, but they were about 2 miles. So tonight we're gonna move north about a mile, we figure, 1.5 miles. There's another basin. It's a big basin with a creek in it. Well, that's what the map shows, so we're gonna, hopefully there's water in it, but we're gonna move over there and see if we can't locate some more bucks, because nothing showed back up in this basin we're camping in overnight, and instead of waiting it out, we figure we'll be proactive and move. So I'm gonna take a separate tent, and we're gonna go glass this basin. If we see something, I'm just gonna stay there tonight, and then Jesse's gonna come back to our base camp here with the goats and the lake. And yeah, I don't know, hopefully when the sun sets and it starts to cool down, things start moving. But it's been brutally hot, which, I mean, these early hunts always are. We had 5 fishermen come backpack into this lake earlier today, and they fished it for about an hour and a half. They never had any luck, but they says that they've seen a few other archery hunters, so we've been pretty fortunate to not have anybody where we're at. So hopefully we can keep that luck going and find a few more bucks. But yeah, we'll just kind of keep plugging away and moving where we got to. I mean, it's steep, but we knew that coming into this hunt, so we're ready for it. We just gotta find the bucks to check.
Okay, here we are, day 4, which is day 3 of the hunt. I'm at camp alone this morning. Yesterday, me and Lee hiked over to a basin about 1.5 miles away, and we saw quite a few deer in there. One looked like it was a pretty good buck, but he disappeared, as they do. So Lee spike camped out there last night. There's no water or anything in there, so I come back here, take care of the goats. Been glassing this basin. I turned up one little 3x4, but nothing we would ever chase. And I'm gonna hook back up with Lee. If I hike up, I can get cell service. Hopefully he can too. And we'll come up with a game plan. I'll either move all the goats there, find water somewhere. I think there's water just a little ways over from where he is. Or he'll come back here, or we may do something completely different. I have no idea. This has been a really tough hunt, but it's gorgeous country. I would love to see Lee get a deer. I want to be successful, but the main purpose of getting this tag this year was it's a unit easier to draw, so if we spend the time learning, it will be good. this is a place we could hunt every year or at least every 2 years, versus where we've been hunting, everybody's putting in there now, so it takes 4, 5, 6 years to get a tag for archery. So the goal is to scout this out, learn the unit, and the more years we do that, the better the success.
Oh, it's cold.
Okay, quick update. Doing this on my phone because the camera battery is starting to go dead. My third battery. So earlier this morning we saw like 4 bucks in that basin he was in. I just ended up seeing the one. So this evening Lee hiked even further up in there, so he's about a little over 2 miles away from me. And I come back over to these basins we were checking a couple nights ago. Pretty cool. A couple goats come across the top of the basin above camp earlier today, and I just happened to run up on them in a big rock slide about 200 yards away. So it's already turned into a good evening. Hoping that we can find something across all these ridges. Getting desperate. It's getting pretty hot too. Lee checked the weather, said that they're calling for record heat, and I believe it because it is bad, and the bugs today are worse than they've been all week. So keep you updated. So here we are. It's been 5 days up in here. Lee's still about 2 miles over in another basin. I saw 0 deer this morning. Lee saw 1 doe. It is brutally hot, and I just feel these 3 basins within a 4-mile area we have covered really well the last 5 days. So I think with this heat, the best thing is we're gonna pack up, weigh everything up, get them on the goats, and head out. So I'm about 3.5 miles out. I'll pick Lee up here in about 1.5 miles. He'll meet me on the main trail, and we'll head out. I feel like we learned a lot. I feel like this country is excellent for rifle country. I want to get a rifle tag here because if I had that, for one, it's a lot cooler, and I think them deer move down in this transition between this open alpine and the Quakies and chaparral below. So I feel like this is an excellent rifle area. Maybe even muzzleloader like later in September. But that's what I pick up. I've had a great experience. This is good for the goats. They've done really well. Last night, a trail runner come by right at dark, and Rogers was off the rope. He took off running. I ran about 3/4 of a mile to catch him, and I had to bring him back. But I'm gonna work on packing everything up. Got the tent all dried out this morning. Load everything up, put them on the goats, meet up with Lee. We'll see you then. On our way out, except Lee is way off on timing.
That basin is badass.
Well, we're back to the truck. I don't know, last 2 days haven't really filled in much, hasn't been much to talk about. Seen a lot more mountain goats, a couple little bucks. I seen a couple bucks this morning I could have shot, little tiny 2 points, but they weren't worth the effort to get out, that's for sure. I found a spring, so I'll probably definitely put in for this for rifle, depending on what my cousin does. We may come back and try and hunt next weekend or the weekend after, but Utah archery is going to be starting soon, so I might focus on that. Yeah, I don't know. Goats did okay. We're sore. I think it was like 18 miles total, which I guess don't sound like much, but in the mountains it's quite a bit. So we're feeling it. So we're gonna fill up and hit the freeway and head back home and try it again. So sorry, I wish we had more to show you guys, more deer. A kill would have been awesome, but yeah, we'll just keep plugging away. It's not over, but we gotta take a break, give it a rest for us for a minute. So we'll keep you tuned in.